Oompa loompa doopity doo. I've got a new video for you. Oompa loompa doopity dee. If you are wise, you'll subscribe to me. Yeah, I made this the last minute. What's up, little android? SonicFanGal here. If you haven't heard of me before, be sure you check out my other pages as I got loads of other content. Also, be sure you check out my books as I've got a lot of other books, and I'm making this story that's just fun for the heck of it, but I'm not putting it out yet, so just an idea. And also be sure you subscribe so that way I can get up to 600 subs, as I see a lot of you are not subscribed, so please do that. So here we go. So I'm sure a lot of you have probably heard, unless you've lived under a rock your whole entire life, you've heard of the new Wonka movie that came out in December of last year, and it stars Timothée Chalamet, who's known as being in the Dune movies. Well, I've seen that movie, the Wonka movie, I mean. But I've seen Wonka, and I gotta say, I was actually pretty impressed with it. I'm not really big on musicals or theatrics, never have been. I like some musicals to an extent. Like, I've watched the Heather's Broadway show, and I watched High School Musical growing up and everything. But I do have to say this, I've never really been a big music fan, like a big musical fan. But I did watch Wonka, and I thought it was really cool. One of the things I thought was even cooler, though, was the idea of a fun-filled time at Wonka's factory itself. That's right. People in Glasgow, Scotland got the chance to go see the Willy Wonka experience, or Willy's chocolate experience. But, alas, that chocolate experience probably wasn't chocolate. It might have been crap. This right here is what was supposed to be the Willy's chocolate experience. And of course, it turned into just absolute dog garbage, right? So these people paid $44 USD, and they paid, I want to say, 39 pounds. I want to say that. I'm not good with currency stuff, so please don't say anything on me about that. But a lot of these people paid like 40 bucks to do this. And this is for adults and children, right? So you're talking like at least $160 for this Wonka experience. And if you go on the website, which is pretty much a dead site now, it was made by a man by the name of Billy Cole.
So what's your name? I don't care. We've paid money. So what's your name? Right. There's children here, and
don't walk away then.
no, this is illegal. This is illegal what you're doing.
Here, man, come on.
Right, you said you're here to represent.
You're representing them very well.
Now, Billy Cole has made a lot of things with the help of AI. Now, I will admit, AI is still like a pretty new thing. I've not really gone into the AI stuff. I haven't really thought of saying a bunch of things about AI because to me, I just think AI is just kind of a stupid thing. Unless it's like absolutely needed. And even then, it's just something. But that's just an opinion on it. But Billy Cole uses AI like it is gospel. So he made this website solely out of AI. Like even this one image was a red flag. Like, you got captivating, enriching entertainment, carchy tons, and paradise of sweet teats. Sweet teats. I didn't know that Willy Wonka was a strip club, right? And One thing that is so bizarre out of all this is because a lot of the AI art obviously looks fake, except one image, to me anyway. This image looks like something I would see at Dollywood. Now, I've been to a lot of events. I have, growing up, okay? I used to go to this place called the Bounce House, and it was a very fun area. It was a big warehouse filled with nothing but bouncy castles. And I gotta say, my ankles hated them. And my ankles are permanently disfigured from bouncing in those castles and accidentally popping my knee in a certain area. Oh, those were the days. But, you know, there was also this dinosaur thing in Knoxville. And it's like this dinosaur Jurassic experience, right? And it would have like these animatronic dinosaurs. And it was an actual cool experience. It was so cool that oftentimes you would even see teenagers in there. It was mostly an event for kids, but a lot of teenagers would go as well. It was basically like a fun thing for adults of all ages. But this Wonka thing, you know, it promised the world to these people. So, like, if I were a little kid and I saw that, which, when I was little, the Johnny Depp version of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory came out. And so, if it were me and I saw that, I would have been like, Mom, Dad, you gotta see this. This is so cool and everything. But what they came to was just absolutely insane. Like, there wasn't even chocolate at the chocolate factory thing, right? So they go, and honestly, the warehouse looks like some place where someone would get skinned alive and disemboweled. And the parents are like, well, I mean, we've already paid the money and there's nothing we can do about it. So they go in there and they see this monstrosity. Just this. Okay, now I will say this, the props were not cheap, okay? This person actually came out on TikTok and said that these props were actually bought from a website, and in one of those websites there's like a chocolate factory option. And I mean, I will admit, a lot of them were not cheap. A lot of them weren't. But Billy Cole has done this many a time before. So a long time ago, he made this charity event. And it was basically a fake thing, really. And in that fake charity event, he would just show off these PhDs that he got from an unknown college, like a fake college. And also gave out contraception to children. Remember that emoji cat video I was telling you guys about not too long ago? I wonder if that's got something to do with it. Now I think about it. So I know I'm late to this Wonka experience choo-choo train because it came out in February of last month. So I'm a little late to the party, but I just thought I would come on here and mention a few things on what exactly happened. So a lot of the actors and actresses came out and discussed, you know, what all happened at this catastrophe of a chocolate factory. One of them said that they were only supposed to give out one jelly bean and a cup of lemonade. One jelly bean and a cup of lemonade at a chocolate factory. I mean, that's just mind-boggling. And you know, if that's not weird enough, you got the AI script that is just absolutely insane. And you got the actors who were Wonka, and I don't remember their names, so I'll just put their names right here. Editor, please put those in. Who am I kidding? I'm talking to myself. They basically said that what they got for the script, which they only got 1 day in advance. 1 day in advance. Expecting them to just know the script by that whole point. And we will be reading the script, so just spoilers out there. And what's so hilarious is, like, this whole Willy Wonka thing is also copyright. Because Willy Wonka isn't even public domain until 2060. 2060. That's like 40 years from now. And it's just hilarious to me that, you know, there was no red flags. Except for the actors. You know, I will say this. Props to the actors and actresses. Because you guys worked super hard to try to make that experience great for kids. You really did. I got to see some of the videos that was put out on it, and I was like, you know, they really tried to make those kids enjoy themselves. And I mean, even one of the actresses said that, you know, the parents were even like feeling sorry for them. And I was worried about that because, I mean, when you're an angry parent, and I know because I have friends who are parents, if they would have came in there and expected, you know, magical joyride and came to what looks to be like where a snuff film was made, yeah, most people would be kind of ticked off by that. So I guess one thing that the problem was, why it was such a big flop, is because you used AI art and you used stolen images. And you use AI script. Like what? You couldn't even come up with a script for yourself? Like, which I mean, it's not really that alien to Billy Cole, because on Amazon, he's made a bunch of books solely based on AI. Like, in other words, AI literally made these books. Billy Cole didn't even make them. Also on Billy Cole's old website, he has a PhD and has all these other things that obviously were fake. So this Billy Cole guy, I don't think he is out there just scheming, just, you know, rubbing his little hands together and like a little goblin and being like, hey, I just want to take these people's money. I just want to take money. I don't think that's what this guy's up to. I think personally what is going on with this whole experience thing that this guy likes to do is he likes the attention. And even though it's AI and everything, I just think that he just tries to make himself look good. Okay. So these people haven't even got paid yet, as far as I know. The actors and actresses. And in the script, in the AI script, came an evil chocolate maker who lives in the walls. And no, that's not a meme reference. This person literally lives in the walls.
It's the unknown.
It's the unknown. Okay, so, like, just picture this. You take your kid into this, you know, this amazing maze, this twilight tunnel, and, you know, it's supposed to be like this dark area with magical lights, you know, it's supposed to look like that scene in Tangled where Rapunzel's in the boat with the Rider guy, Flint Rider, and they're both just sitting there looking at all the lanterns and stuff. And they come to this. A bunch of shower curtains. Like, just wow. And then, as if that wasn't scary enough, you had this person dressed up like, I don't know what, some horror film villain popping out of the mirror like the Grudge coming at their kids. I mean, good grief. Anybody would be upset over that, right? Because a lot of these kids were really young, you know? And in the video, I just can't get over the video.
It's the unknown.
A bunch of little kids screaming like, you know, nothing says a Willy Wonka experience like childhood trauma. Am I right? Which, I mean, a lot of kids actually did die in those films, okay? A lot of the kids did die. So, I mean, I guess they got something out of it. They got mental trauma. Just like I did growing up when I got to see Snownado pornography on DeviantArt at the age of 5. Oh, the PTSD on that. But the script, man, it is horrific. It is just a bunch of AI garbage. They were not kidding. And we are going to read that now. Transition. Okay, well, I know this is going to ruffle some feathers, but here's the official script. And also, they're not called Willy Wonka. As a matter of fact, the AI script decided to make him Willy McDuff. And instead of the Oompa Loompas, they're called the Wonky Doodles. I'm sorry. This sounds so funny. But, yeah, we're going to read this script and we're going to like it, I guess. So, this was the script that these actors were handed out. And they were supposed to learn this a day in advance. So, here we go. Wonky Doodles at McDuff's Chocolate Factory, a script. Willy McDuff. Introduction and audience interaction before entering the Garden of Enchantment. Scene. A whimsical, brightly lit stage that hints at the magic of the Garden of Enchantment beyond. Willy McDuff, a character of eccentric charm and wit, stands before the curtain that separates the mundane from the magical. The audience is buzzing with anticipation. I see you shiver with anticipation. I'm sorry, but that's just what it reminds me of. I just had to. Willy McDuff. I can do this. With a grandiose flourish. Ladies, gentlemen, and esteemed guests of all ages, welcome. I am Willy McDuff, your humble guide on this journey to the extraordinary, the spectacular, the downright magical garden of enchantment. Woo! Yeah! Woo! Yeah! Woo! Willy McDuff, smiling. Ah, I see we have enthusiasts among us. But before we proceed, a few formalities. Well, not so formal. If I have anything to say about it. Winks like you're having a stroke. He strides downstage, closer to the audience, with a mischievous twinkle in his eye. And no, I cannot do that. Audience laughs. Cue in the laugh track, Wolfie. Now, I must ask, who among you has brought their sense of wonder? Show of hands, please. Audience members raise their hands, some enthusiastically, others more timidly. This reads like a bad movie script or like a bad church play, man. I've seen church plays with more acting. Willy McDuff. Splendid. And who has packed an extra pair of socks? You know, in case the first pair gets knocked off by sheer amazement. Audience laughs again. Laugh track! Two hands remain raised. I surrender! Willy McDuff. Ah, we have some well-prepared adventurers. Excellent. Your journey into the garden will be one of awe, of laughter, and perhaps a mild case of bewilderment. But fear not, for I, Willy McDuff, have traversed its paths many a time, and have only gotten lost. Pauses for effect. Thrice. Audience chuckles, enjoying McDuff's self-deprecating humor. Laugh track! Now, a crucial question. Does anyone here speak fluent squirrel? No. Shame. They're the best conversationalists in the garden. But worry not, for I am a certified interpreter of squirrel, duck, and on special occasions, bashful tulip. What? Audience is visibly amused. Some are leaning in, fully engaged in McDuff's charismatic presence. Willy McDuff, before we embark, I must warn you, the garden has a way of enhancing one's emotions. So, if you find yourself inexplicably joyful, or suddenly bursting into song, embrace it. It's all part of the enchantment. He starts to walk back towards the stage. Willy McDuff, and now, my dear friends, are you ready to leave the mundane behind and step into a world where the impossible becomes possible, where every turn brings a new wonder, and where the only limit is your imagination? The audience responds with cheers and applause. Round of applause! Come on! Bring it! We gotta bring in the laugh track! This is a show, for crying out loud! Have mercy! Willy McDuff, grinning. Then, without further ado, let us proceed. But remember, keep your belongings close, your wits about you, and your socks well secured. To the Garden of Enchantment we go! And I don't know if you saw it, but my index finger was pointed up. Willy McDuff leads the audience with a dramatic gesture towards the garden, which slowly begins to open, revealing the first glimpses of the Garden of Enchantment as lights and sounds from the magical realm spill into the auditorium, ending the scene on a high note of anticipation and excitement. I swear this reads like a Wattpad story. And I know that because I'm a Wattpad writer. In the Garden of Enchantment with Willy McDuff in the Wonky Doodles. I'm sorry. Okay, I've watched Rocky Horror Picture Show, and I gotta say, like, that movie was absolutely amazing. Okay, so it was also, like, one of the first movies I've seen with Meatloaf in it, the singer, and it was really cool. So there's going to be some references here and there, just saying. All right, scene. The stage transforms into a vibrant mystical garden of enchantment, filled with oversized, colorful flowers, twinkling lights, and mysterious pathways. Oh yeah, I bet that wasn't in the budget. Willy McDuff, with his distinct attire and a sparkle in his eyes, is joined by the playful Wonky Doodles, each holding baskets brimming with an assortment of whimsical sweets. So in other words, they're just a bunch of crackheads, I guess. I don't know. I guess AI took some crack before doing this. Okay, Willy McDuff, spreading his arms wide. Okay. Ah, welcome. Welcome to the heart of the Garden of Enchantment, a place where wonders never cease and the sweets, he gestures towards the Wonky Doodles, are as enchanting as the surroundings. The Wonky Doodles dance around, offering sweets to the audience members who have followed them onto the stage, transformed into the garden for this immersive experience. Wonky Doodle 1. Tripping over a pretend stone, sweets flying everywhere. I swear, this reads like the AI app where, you know, you like form relationships with these game characters and stuff. It reads just like this. Like, I've seen neckbeard texts with more oomph to them.
Oops, it seems even the stones want a taste of our treats.
Audience laughs. Laugh track! As Wonky Doodle 2 helps gather the sweets, turning the mishap into a playful act. Willy McDuff, chuckling. Careful there. Our garden stones are known to be quite a sweet... What? Careful there. Our garden stones are known to be quite the sweet tooth. Now, dear guests, feel free to explore, but beware of the giggle grass. It's been known to induce spontaneous laughter. This reads like Dr. Giggles, man. What? Audience members are encouraged to move around and interact with the set pieces, including the giggle grass, which, when stepped on, triggers hidden speakers to play laughter sounds. Laugh track! Wonky Doodle 2, handing out a peculiar-shaped candy.
Try this! It's our latest creation, the Whiz Bang Whirligig.
What?
Just be sure you're not standing upside down when you eat it, or you might find yourself floating.
We all float down here. What is going on here? Willy McDuff joining in the fun. And if anyone encounters our talking tulips, do pay them a compliment. They've been a bit wilting lately, and a kind word goes a long way in this garden. Audience members engage with the interactive flowers, offering compliments, to which the flowers respond with pre-recorded whimsical thank yous.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto Domo. There, because, you know, they're bots. Wonky Doodle 1 to a guest.
Oh, and you see a butterfly, whisper your sweetest dream to it. There are official secret keepers and dream carriers of the garden.
Willy McDuff, gathering everyone's attention. Now, I must ask, has anyone seen the elusive bubble bloom? It's a rare flower that blooms just once every blue moon and fills the air with shimmering bubbles. The stage crew discreetly activates bubble machines. I don't know how to discreetly activate a bubble machine. Filling the area with bubbles, causing excitement and wonder among the audience. Wonky Doodle 2, pretending to catch bubbles.
Quick! Each bubble holds a whisper of enchantment. Catch one and make a wish.
Willy McDuff, as the bubble-catching frenzy continues. Remember, in the Garden of Enchantment, every moment is a chance for magic. Every corner has a story, and every bubble catches a bubble. Hold a dream. He opens his hand, and the bubble gently pops, releasing a small, twinkling light that ascends into the rafters, leaving the audience in awe. Man, this is just bad, man. This is bad, dude. Willy McDuff, with warmth. How do you do that? Okay, I'll try. I really hope I don't sound like some husky old man. My dear friends, take this time to explore, to laugh,
and to dream. For in this garden, the magic is real, and the possibilities are endless. And who knows, the next wonder you encounter may just be around the next bend.
Scene ends with the audience fully immersed in the interactive magical experience. Laughter and joy filling the air as Willy McDuff and the Wonky Doodles continue to engage with delight with their enchanting antics and treats. Scene before entry into the dark and mysterious Twilight Tunnel. Oh boy, I wonder what this entails. Scene. The vibrant colors and whimsical laughter of the Garden of Enchantment gradually give way to a more subdued atmosphere. The path narrows and the light dims, leading to the entrance of the Twilight Tunnel. Willy McDuff, with a lantern in hand, gathers the audience at the threshold, where shadows dance and an air of mystery envelops the space. The Wonky Doodles huddle close, their usual mirth replaced by an eager anticipation mixed with a hint of apprehension. Willy McDuff, in a hushed tone, drawing the audience closer.
Brave explorers, our journey through the Garden of Enchantment has brought us to a most curious threshold, the entrance to the Twilight Tunnel.
The audience chatter quiets down, their attention captured by the change in Willy's tone and the intriguing darkness ahead. Willy McDuff, gesturing towards the tunnel.
Beyond this point lies a realm of shadows and whispers, a place where the mysteries of the night come alive. But fear not, for though the path may be veiled in darkness, it is also speckled with the light of 1,000 twilight stars.
Boy, something tells me that AI read a love novel before making this.
Wonky Doodle 1 clutches a small glowing orb, offering a visual representation of the twilight stars. Quote unquote. Willy mentioned. Wonky Doodle 1, with a tone of awe.
These orbs are the captured essence of Twilight itself. They will guide us when the stars above are shy.
What? I thought this was a chocolate factory. Why is this becoming NASA? What's going on?
Willy McDuff, nodding.
Indeed, my friend. And as we step into the shadows, remember, it is in the darkness that the light shines brightest. So, I ask you, are you ready to embrace the unknown and discover the secrets that lie within?
The audience murmurs affirmatively. A mix of excitement and nervous anticipation in the air. Willy McDuff, smiling reassuringly.
Fear not, for you are not alone. Together we shall traverse the twists and turns of the Twilight Tunnel, and who knows what wonders we might uncover.
Willy turns to the Wonky Doodles, who are now distributing the glowing orbs to the audience members. Willy McDuff.
These orbs are not only our light, but our promise to each other, that no matter how dark the path, we will find our way through together.
Wonky Doodle 2, looking slightly more courageous, steps forward. Wonky Doodle 2.
And remember, in the Twilight Tunnel, it's not just about finding the light, it's about finding the courage within ourselves to face the dark and emerge stronger on the other side.
I owe an apology to Rhapsody Street Kids, man. This makes Rhapsody Street Kids look like an Oscar performance.
Always work things. Great grandma, you always know just what to say.
Willy McDuff, raising his lantern.
So, with hearts brave and spirits bold, let us step into the Twilight Tunnel, where adventure awaits at every shadow's edge. After all, the greatest treasures are often hidden in the darkest places.
Willy leads the way into the tunnel, with the audience following closely behind, their glowing orbs illuminating the path as they venture into the unknown. Cue the unknown from the Disney movie Frozen 2. Leaving the world of light and laughter behind for a journey filled with mystery and discovery. Scene ends as the group disappears into the mouth of the Twilight Tunnel, the light from their orbs casting a soft glow that fades into the encompassing darkness, setting the stage for an adventure unlike any other. Scene in the Twilight Tunnel with Willy McDuff, the unknown, and the anti-graffiti gobstopper. What? Scene. Deep within the serpentine pathways of the twilight tunnel, the atmosphere grows tense as Willie McDuff gathers the audience in a semicircle. His face is illuminated by the flickering light of his lantern, casting long shadows on the walls. The group's laughter and whispers fade. Laugh track! As Willie begins to speak in a grave tone. Willie McDuff, with a serious expression. My dear adventurers, we stand on the precipice of a discovery most wondrous and powerless. For within these ancient walls lurks a tale not yet told, of an evil chocolate maker known only as the Unknown. The audience leans in, captivated by Willie's words, as he reads a Wattpad novel in glory and glee. Willie McDuff, this fiendish foe has long coveted one of my most cherished creations, the anti-graffiti gobstopper. Yeah, okay. A marvel of confectionery science designed to aid, not just any soul, but the tireless guardians of cleanliness, our beloved mums. And yes, dads too, but especially mums, from the endless scourge of dirty socks strewn about by youthful adventurers. Boy, I didn't know we were going to be having Willy Wonka's sexist experience. Really pulling out the misogyny here, AI. A murmur of amusement and agreement ripples through the audience. Willie McDuff, suddenly freezing mid-sentence, his expression locked in shock. Silence envelops the group. The tension palpable. Then, from the shadows, a figure emerges, cloaked in mystery and malice. The Unknown. Okay, for the Unknown, I'm probably going to do a Markiplier voice.
Hello, everybody. My name is Welcome.
The Unknown, with a voice both smooth and sinister. Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier.
I'm sure you can immediately tell who this is.
Willie McDuff and his band of intrepid explorers. You have something I desire, and with your unwitting aid, it shall be mine. The anti-graffiti gobstopper will no longer clean your worlds. It will turn them to chaos at my command. The audience gasps, shifting nervously, as the Unknown scans the crowd, his gaze landing on a chosen audience member. The Unknown. You there! Yes, you will assist me in acquiring this precious sweet. Together, we shall rewrite the rules of cleanliness and order. As the Unknown extends a hand towards the audience member, the room suddenly brightens. And Willie McDuff McFreezes. Unfreezes. Unfreezes, quote unquote, shaking his head as if disoriented. Willie McDuff, confused. What happened? Did anyone else feel a chill? He looks around, feigning ignorance of the Unknown's presence. You all look as if you've seen a ghost. Or perhaps you're just feeling a bit... whitey. What the freak does whitey mean? Huh? Like, what? Did they mess their tidy whities? Is that what Millie McDuff is trying to say? Huh? I swear, man, this is like worse than those AI chats with Ghost. Laughter breaks the tension. Laugh track! As Willie reassures the audience with a wink and a smile, subtly dismissing the ominous threat of the unknown known as Markiplier, as nothing more than a momentary illusion. Willie McDuff, fear not, my friends, for the power of imagination and good cheer can dispel even the darkest of shadows. Now, let us continue our journey with hearts light and spirits undimmed. Okay. Transition to the bubble and lemonade room. This must be this room, I'm guessing. Huh. Yeah, they really did a great job with this, I tell you. Boy, one thing of lemonade. Willie McDuff, suddenly brightening.
Okay.
Speaking of light spirits, I find myself quite parched after our unexpected adventure. But fortune smiles upon us, for just beyond this door lies a room filled with refreshments most delightful. The bubble and lemonade room, where you can only get one jelly bean and a cup of lemonade from our meth den of Oompa Loompas or the Wonky Doodles, dressed in sexy attire.
No, I'm not kidding. They were literally supposed to be dressed as sexy. Ugh. What's a flourish? Willy opens a previously unnoticed door, revealing a room where the air sparkles with floating bubbles and rivers of sparkling lemonade flow freely. Let's hope that's lemonade. Willy McDuff.
Here, my dear guests, you may quench your thirst with lemonade that fizzes and dances on the tongue, and chase bubbles that burst with flavors unimaginable. A toast to adventures shared and friendships forged in the heart of the unknown.
The audience, now relieved and rejuvenated by the whimsical turn of events, follows Willy into the bubble and lemonade room. Laughter and chatter, laugh track, filling the air once more, as they immerse themselves in the joyous, bubbly wonderland. Scene: the Imagination Lab and McDuff TV. Okay. Scene: inside the vibrant and bubble lemonade room, the guests' laughter and enjoyment fill the air as they sip on the fizzy, magical drinks. Okay. Their attention is soon drawn to a mysterious door marked Imagination Lab, Keep Out. Willy McDuff, with a mischievous glint in his eye, gathers the guests around the forbidden entrance. Willy McDuff, with an air of secrecy. How am I supposed to do that? Okay, I'll try.
Ah, my curious friends. Behind this door lies the heart of our confectionery wonders, the Imagination Lab. A place where the impossible becomes possible and the peculiar becomes delightful. The audience leans in, eager to hear more about the mystical lab. Willy McDuff, within these walls, we've concocted creations beyond your wildest dreams. McDuff TV, for instance, where you can watch your favorite flavors come to life right before your eyes.
A murmur of intrigue spreads through the crowd. Willy McDuff.
And let's not forget our secret inventions. The soup-flavored jelly bean designed to keep the wee ones clean. Hot and spicy beans that, lowers his voice, attracts the birds. Winks. That's a story for another day. Or perhaps a question for your parents.
The audience chuckles, appreciating the playful innuendo. The what? How is that an innuendo? And let's not forget our secret inventions, the soup-flavored jelly beans designed to keep the wee ones clean, hot and spicy beans that attract the birds. Huh? How is that an innuendo? Unless, like, the birds are supposed to be, like, women or men flaunting to the person with the hot and spicy beans. I don't know. I guess they like the smell of farts, so I guess AI has a weird fart fetish. Who knows? Willy McDuff.
Ah, and my favorite, the...
Sorry. The boogerberry bean. Where are these names? Who came up with this? What did AI watch before this? The boogerberry bean. Freshly made from... What? What? Freshly made from Grandpa's old crusty hanky.
I'm not gonna get involved in any more of your hanky-panky.
I can't believe how Tails keeps blowing the opportunities I've given him!
For a detective, you certainly are clueless.
What? No.
A taste that's, well, let's just say, uniquely exquisite.
Yeah, I bet it is uniquely exquisite. It probably tastes like butt crack. What? What is going on? The guests exchange amused and slightly apprehensive glances as they dial 911 to call the police because they demand a refund from this garbage.
Willy McDuff, proudly, and of course, the piece de resistance, the anti-graffiti gobstopper, not only a marvel in keeping children's rooms clean, but a testament to the wonders of imagination and innovation. The door slowly swings open, revealing a glimpse of the lab's interior, flashes of color, bubbling concoctions, and strange machinery. Oh boy, I wonder what kind of strange machinery. Ugh. Okay, so apparently now we're doing scene, trying the strange sweets. Willie McDuff, beckoning the guests inside. Now, who among you dares to taste the fruits of Now, who among you dares to taste the fruits of our imagination? Step right up and prepare for a flavor adventure unlike any other. Boy, AI doesn't know how to space. The guests eagerly approach a table laden with the described sweets, each picking their choice with a mix of excitement and trepidation. Guest 1, trying the soup-flavored jelly bean.
It's like dinner and a dessert. Astonishing.
Guest 2, braving the boogerberry bean. Oh, wow! It's oddly gorgeous! How is that possible? Laughter and surprise exclamations fill the room as the guests indulge in the whimsical treats, or the sweet teats. Scene, McDuff TV camera. As the tasting continues, Willie McDuff gestures towards an old-fashioned camera with the sign McDuff TV on it. Willie McDuff. And now, for a bit of fun, let's capture your expressions for McDuff TV, the only channel where every reaction is a flavor sensation. So I guess Willie McDuff is a reaction YouTuber. Who knew? Okay, the camera lights up, and Willie directs the guests to react to the flavors they're experiencing. Their expressions of delight, surprise, and amusement are broadcast on a vintage television set in the corner, providing a hilarious and heartwarming spectacle as they all get high on ecstasy. Willie McDuff, laughing. Look at those marvelous expressions. Each face tells a story, a testament to the boundless realms of taste and imagination. Remember, in the Imagination Lab, every discovery is a step towards joy, and every flavor tells a tale. Scene ends with the guests gathered around the television, watching themselves and laughing together, united in a shared experience of wonder and discovery. Willie McDuff watches over them, a satisfied smile on his face, knowing that the spirit of adventure and imagination has been kindled in their hearts. Or something. Scene, Willy versus the unknown, the anti-graffiti gobstopper showdown. Oh boy, guys, we're getting ready to get into an action film here. You better get ready. Scene, the excitement within the Imagination Lab reaches a crescendo as the guests gather around for an unprecedented spectacle. The lights dim, and a spotlight illuminates Willie McDuff standing at one end of the room, holding the last anti-graffiti gobstopper in his hand. Opposite him, shrouded in darkness, emerges the unknown. Excuse me. With a device that emits a sinister glow, the air crackles with anticipation. Willie McDuff, holding the gobstopper. Behold, the culmination of imagination and ingenuity, the anti-graffiti gobstopper. A sweet so powerful, it can make any in a room sparkle without lifting a finger. But it seems, our friend, the unknown, would rather use it for less tidy purposes. The unknown, sneering.
That's right, McDuff. Imagine the chaos, the absolute power of turning tidiness into turmoil. Hand it over, and I might consider sparing your precious lab.
The audience gasps. Tension mounting as the two adversaries stand ready. Oh no.
Test your might.
Willy McDuff, resolute.
In the spirit of imagination and the pursuit of joy, I cannot let that happen. If it's a showdown you want, it's a showdown you'll get.
Suddenly, the room transforms into a battlefield of lights and lasers. Willy uses a device resembling a futuristic remote, activating traps and illusions around the lab to thwart the Unknown's advances. The Unknown, dodging a beam of light.
Ha ha! You think these parlor tricks will stop me? I've come too far to be foiled now. I've played horror games for the last 10 years and I raised a generation. You honestly think you can scare me with that?
I'm trying, guys. He retaliates with his own device. My husband's mouse. He shooting beams of light towards Willy, who skillfully evades them, using the lab's inventions as shields and counters. Hey, Willy McDuff with a twinkle in... Stop twinkling, man! Good grief, what are you, twinkle toes? Or twinkle eyeballs in this case? With a twinkle in his eye.
It's not about stopping you with tricks, but with creativity. For every dark intention, there's a light of innovation ready to shine through.
Willy activates a machine that releases a dazzling display of holographic images. I bet these were the holographic images that Billy Cole was talking about. Which were a load of, pardon my French, but... Willy activates a machine of dazzling display of holographic images, momentarily disorienting the Unknown. Seizing the opportunity, Willy sets the anti-graffiti gobstopper into a contraption that amplifies its cleanup capabilities, sending a wave of sparkling cleanliness towards the Unknown, neutralizing his device and rendering him harmless. The Unknown, stumbling, caught in the sparkling wave.
No! My plan's thwarted by tidiness!
The guests cheer. Woo!
Yeah, baby! Woo! Yeah! Woo! Woo!
Sorry. As the Unknown is gently swept by a robotic vacuum, humorously ending the confrontation. And they wanted these actors to memorize all this in the span of a day. And they didn't even have a vacuum. Literally, the poor guy that had to act as Wonka literally had no vacuum cleaner, so he was just improvising as much as he can. Oh my goodness. Willy McDuff, addressing the audience.
And so, my friends, we see that even in the face of darkness, the light of imagination, joy... excuse me, and a bit of clever cleaning can prevail. Let us remember the greatest adventures and the most enduring victories are those we achieve together.
The room lights up, returning to its vibrant state as Willy offers a bow, the anti-gobstopper safely in hand. The guests erupt in applause. Woo! Celebrating the triumph of creativity and courage over chaos. Scene ends with Willy McDuff and the guests reveling in the success of their imaginative endeavor, reinforcing the power of unity and the endless possibilities that lie within the realms of imagination and innovation. End scene. Wow. That sucked. And, compared to what they actually got to witness, like that... Wow, man, that is just sad, dude. That's just sad. But seriously, whenever you actually look up the site and you just see the images versus what it actually looked like, it's just insane. And so with one thing that went wrong is, Billy Cole, I think he did refund everybody. I think he did. And he seemed pretty tearful in a video and he expressed an apology and stuff. But who knows? He might be doing this stuff again. But honestly, I think what they did wrong was they chose such a big warehouse. Why would you choose a warehouse of all places to do this? Especially when you didn't even have that much space. Especially when you didn't have that much props, But, it's just strewn about, and it just looks like a big old conglomerated mess. So, I honestly think that's what went wrong here. I think that a place would have actually been cool if they would have chose, a smaller area. Because I'm sure there's other venues in Glasgow that would have probably taken it, But, I don't know. But it ended, I think, within a few hours of its opening day. So, yeah, that was something. But I hope the actors and actresses can get by with this. Like, they can just get over it and move on. But I hope they use this as like a stepping stone in a way, as a lesson. And I hope that people take this as a lesson too, that AI is not a good thing. Like, you can't just use AI for everything. Like, I think it should be wrong that people just make as much fake stuff as possible and just affect people. Now, I know, again, with AI is new and everything. I know it's still a new thing, but when you're like a busy parent and you're busy with like jobs and taking care of your kids, or if you're a boomer and you don't really know the internet that well anyway, and if you're a little kid who's sitting there commenting stuff like sexy under a Ghost Modern Warfare 3 video or under a Corey Kenshin video, or merrily just typing gibberish on a Peppa Pig live stream video. I'm just saying, I think that a lot of people definitely had no idea what was going on, and they just thought, you know, this is supposed to be like some big old event, and it turned out to be nothing. And it's honestly sad that these people paid this much money to go to this, because I think over 800 people went to this event. 800 people. And it's just insane. But, I mean, props to the actors and actresses, because, like, I hate that what happened to them happened. But I really hope that they can get on with their lives and, you know, not let this affect them. Because I think they did a great job, regardless of this weirdness. And, yeah, this script read, honestly, like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, a bad fan fiction. A really bad fan fiction. I bet Tara Gillespie secretly wrote this, not AI, but the world may never know. But if you guys did like this video, be sure you hit the like button. Also, be sure you subscribe so that I can get up to 600 subs, as I see a lot of you are not subscribed. So please subscribe, or else Willy McDuff will come into your room with the unknown and dirty up your room with the anti-gobstopper thing. Be sure you check out my other pages, as I got a lot of other content. Be sure you read my books. And yeah, that's about it. But I love you, little androids. God bless. And remember, this isn't goodbye forever. This is just goodbye for now. Bye.